Can I read a book? I can read a book. What's that question about? That's a weird one. I read lots of books. You see all my books. Oh my goodness, look. And this is just a few of them. I have a couple other bookshelves with them. So, all right. So for those of you who have never seen me read before, I will start describing your relative, but I ask for, I'm a psychic medium. So we're here reading relatives today. I was just about to describe how I do that. My moderator will pull someone from the comments, and then I describe them. That's very important. Just because I say I have your grandfather or your grandmother, let me describe them so you can confirm or deny. If it doesn't sound like your relative, then just tell me that and we'll figure out who the spirit belongs to. Am I a teacher? I actually am a teacher. I taught for 30 something years, almost 20 years at the collegiate level, and I also teach classes in psychic mediumship. I do have a class going on this, not a class, I have a Zoom event going on this afternoon where you can come in and ask questions about mediumship. It's a Zoom event. You can only get to it through my website, and it starts at 2:30 Central Time. So I'm going to be live for a little over an hour. Then I'm going to pop over to Zoom and do that event. So if you want to come and ask questions about mediumship, it's a free event today. You have to go to my website, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium, to get the Zoom link. You register and get the Zoom link. All right, who we got?
Phoebe, grandfather Fred.
All right, Miss Phoebe. Grandfather Fred. Now, if you've never seen me read Phoebe, make sure that you confirm the information that I'm about to give you. I look like a super sweet Southern mom. Thank you. I live in Nebraska, but I was born and raised in Louisiana. And my kids, I think that according to the day, they would tell you yay or nay to me being super sweet. It really depends on the day and what's going on. Okay. You know, Grandpa Fred is the gentleman stepping up, and this guy was a true gentleman. He was someone who treated everyone the same, meaning that you could be a CEO of a company or you could be someone cleaning the streets, and he was going to treat everyone the same. Grandpa Fred is showing me that he believed in everyone should be judged by what was in their heart, not was in their wallet, is what he is saying. In their heart, not in their wallet. I'm gonna have to keep that. That's a good one. He is also showing me that towards the end of his life, he started having major memory problems. Watching from New Orleans. I love some NOLA. I actually should have been there earlier this year, but for those of you who have been following me, I am currently doing radiation. I wasn't gonna do it, but no, I'm stuck going to radiation every day. Hopefully I can get to New Orleans later this year. We are doing psychic mediumship, and I just described Phoebe's grandfather. So Phoebe, if you're on here, please say yay or nay if that sounds like your grandpa. If it doesn't, don't feel bad. We'll just figure out who it is. I am from Louisiana originally, but I currently live in Nebraska. All right, Miss Phoebe, does this sound like your grandpa? If we don't hear from Phoebe soon, then we will have a spirit up from grabs. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you.
I never met him. He died when my mom was 14.
Okay.
That's challenging.
Yes. So now Phoebe said that she's not sure because I just described his personality, and this gentleman she wants me to bring up died when she was 14. Now, can we still give evidential information? Absolutely. I'm going to circle back to the spirit. I'm going to say, hey, dude, can you give me something that Phoebe can identify? Just because you don't know a spirit doesn't mean they can't give you identifying information. So Phoebe, listen up. I'm going to circle back to the spirit and tell him he has to. You know, Phoebe, he's telling me that his death was sudden and unexpected. He's also telling me that part of his name, not a junior, not his complete name, but part of his name has been passed down. Though he is not showing me that he was a farmer when he passed, he lived growing up as a kid. He grew up pretty poor, and they had to do a lot of farming and hunting to survive.
Cat's question.
What do you say?
Cat's question.
What is it?
Is there a way to know if a friend of mine is passed or not? I've been worried for a while.
Okay, so while we're waiting for Phoebe to confirm if she knows this information about.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Phoebe. I'm going to hold this grandfather for just a second because I want to answer someone's question that my moderator just told me about. So now that's the way this works. If I appreciate Phoebe that she came back, I gave her identifying information. She said, I don't know. I didn't know him. He passed when Mom was 14. So I went back to the spirit. I said, give me something she can identify. And he did. And she said, yes. Even if we don't know spirit, we're going to know things about them. Aw, thank you. My light shines brightly. Thank you. Okay, someone asked, is there a way to know if their friend passed? How that works is a medium should never 100% tell you yay or nay. It's just a little bit unethical. Sylvia Brown, who is a phenomenal psychic medium, got herself in a bit of trouble doing that. So what happens is people will come to me. I had it happen in the last couple of months. Someone called me who knew me, and she said, Christy, I haven't heard from my friend such and such in a while. I've been messaging her. She's been really ill. Is she alive? I looked to spirit and I said, I'm not seeing anyone stepping up, honestly. And so come to find out her friend was still alive. Now, I will have other times where I will just describe the person stepping up. You will say, Christy, my friend, I know, Frank or whoever, I'm not sure. I haven't heard from him. I will turn to spirit world and I will say, hey, I need, Melissa's friend, whoever. And then I will describe the person stepping up. And then I will leave it at that. If the person that you're looking for fits the description of the person stepping up, I will still only say, I do have a spirit matching that description. And I will tell you the information that they're giving me, but I will never 100% say that they're in spirit. I will let you sit with your intuition, and that's where we will leave it. All right. Now, Phoebe, let's go back to your grandpa that you just confirmed was your grandpa. I described the spirit stepping up and you confirmed, yes, that was him. Okay. He's telling me that his memory is still kept alive in the family and how much he still appreciates that. Your mom still talks about him. She still has that yearning for her dad, and he left a legacy is what he is saying. He left a legacy of, and you wouldn't know your mom this from doing this. He's saying that the kids he left on earth, look at people the way he did. He does have one who doesn't, but we're going to leave that one out. Looked at people the way he did as they believe that everyone has a place here on earth and that you should judge them by their heart, not by what they are bringing to the table. Your grandfather also says that you have come up against a lot of judgment lately, Phoebe, by living your truth. And he wants you to not cave to that. I want you to remember that whenever someone comes up against you, like if you're stepping out and you're saying your truth and you're saying what you believe, and someone comes up against you, and I'm saying if your belief system doesn't hurt someone else, if you're just saying your own belief system and it's not hurting someone else, and people come up against you, that says something about their weakness and their inability to experience vulnerability. If you are coming into life open-minded, that takes a bit of vulnerability. And your grandfather, Phoebe, is saying that this person that is coming up, that is judging you, that is coming up against you, that says a lot about who they are as a person, and for you to not, he's dropping, oh my goodness, who was that, Roosevelt? That said that quote, if you're not in the arena getting your ass kicked, then you shouldn't listen to their opinion. I mean, it's a much longer quote than that, but that's the basics of it. So whoever this is judging you, Phoebe, has no right to. Phoebe, he's also saying that you know, he's showing me a dove because he says he's around you all the time and he sends you birds. And I said, what kind of birds? He shows me a dove. Now, I know that you don't get necessarily doves flying outside your house. So when Spirit sends you a sign that isn't something that you're going to see out and about flying around you, look for it outside the box. Look for it. You walk into a store and there is a picture of a but I do know coolness. I don't know, this Lexi person's funny. I don't know who that is, but thank you. So whenever the Spirit sends you something that you're not going to see out and about, look for it as like a picture, or you pop on Facebook and you see the meme or something like that. All right. Thank you, Phoebe, for letting me read your grandfather. I appreciate it. Okay, so for those of you who have never joined one of my lives before, we usually pop back and forth. My moderator chooses someone, and then I choose one that is Spirit-led. That one was brought up by my moderator. Phoebe had one in her Grandpa Fred. She confirmed the information, and I gave the message. So now, real quick, I do want to remind everyone, and I will have this, I will remind everyone throughout this, I am doing a free Zoom event. Looks like someone, I just got a notification, sorry, that someone tried to access my Google account. That was not me. No good. So I will be having a free Zoom event at 2:30 Central Time today, and it's to ask questions about mediumship. I really did it to advertise my advanced class, but then I started getting a ton of people asking, hey, I'm not ready for an advanced class. Can I still attend and ask mediumship questions? Absolutely. You're all welcome, but you do have to go to my website, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium, to register for that free event today at 2:30. Okay. I have a young man stepping up. This young man, I'm hearing the name Nicholas off of him. Nicholas is showing me that he died from cancer. If I had to be pegged to a kind, I would go with some kind of blood cancer like leukemia, but that part is not as significant as he is saying his name is Nicholas and he passed from cancer. He was around the age of 13. You know, I have to, someone says on here that it's sad that adults believe in this nonsense and pay for it. This goes back to what I was saying earlier. Whenever someone comes up against you when you're standing in your truth, it says more about their weakness and their inability to love people where they're at than it does about you. I'm sorry you feel that way, True by Science. And I do want to appreciate that. If that is your belief system, then please do not go to a psychic medium. If your belief system is that you don't believe in psychic mediumship, don't go to one. But also you have to understand that if you are judging others, then you are creating an environment of negativity. So just gonna leave that with you. Okay, so we have a little boy here, and I would say he was around 13 when he passed. He died of a cancer. I want to say a blood cancer like leukemia. I'm hearing the name Nicholas around him. He is showing me, you know, he has a Midwest type energy to him. He was from the United States, from the middle of the United States. I do not feel like it is his mother on this live right now. It is someone like a cousin, someone who is still related to him, but a couple of people away. I don't feel like his mom is on here. I'm hearing that someone was left behind, someone on Earth whose name starts with an M. I'm hearing the name Melissa is connected to him. All right, so let me recap this, and if we don't find who he belongs to, then we will pop over to my moderator.
So there's a person here. I'm trying to get there.
Oh, his dad's, my dad's name is Nick, that one?
And his cousin died around that age from cancer.
Okay, very good. That's what I'm talking about. When I said there is a nickname around him, and I said there was a cousin on here, I said it was someone who was related to this person, but it wasn't a mom on here, it was a cousin. Also, I'm not, Stripes and Stars. Oh, let me see if I can, no, I was gonna make you go live with me, but I don't have enough followers. Okay, so Stripes and Stars just confirmed all of the information. I said there was a, I'm hearing the name Nicholas around this kid, died of, from cancer. I wasn't sure about leukemia. She didn't confirm or deny. I wasn't 100% sure on that anyway. And also I said there was a Melissa. That's the only thing she hasn't confirmed, which isn't a big deal right at this moment. There is a name of Melissa around this kid that was left behind, or an M name. Okay, looks like we are with Stars and Stripes. So Stars and Stripes, can you?
Stripes and Stars.
Oh, Stripes and Stars. I'm sorry. Stripes and Stars. All right.
Couldn't find a name.
All right, Miss Stripes and Stars, can you listen up, please, and confirm as much information as you can? I felt like it was going to be kind of a stretch because I could tell this person was kind of not, their mother was not on here. This child is saying that there are still events done in his honor. I think it was leukemia. Okay. Oh, her name is Alexa. Thank you, Alexa. And she is confirming it was leukemia. She's not sure about the M name, but she'll find out. So this is where, and this happens a lot. If anyone comes for a mediumship reading, I can't tell you, I wake up to emails almost every day with people confirming information. Like when you can confirm a lot of it, but there's just like one piece, that's when I leave it with you. It's like, well, check it out and let me know. So when you find out, Miss Alexa, please message me, email me, because, you know, everyone likes to be right. I like to be confirmed. So Alexa, this child is confirming that he does see the fundraisers that are still done in his name. Like, and he's giving me chills when I'm about to tell you the next thing. His passing kicked off a new type of research. And something about his passing, I'm not sure if he was in a trial study. No, I'm not seeing that his body was donated to science, not seeing that at all. But something about his passing. He was in a trial study, he is saying, and though the trial study did not work out for him, it kicked leukemia research off in a new area. And I'm hearing that his mom, his family still wonders, should they have done that? Do you ever feel there are several spirits coming through at once? I will address that in a moment. He is showing me that to please let his family know that they should have done he was going to pass even if they had not done that trial study. And he is so happy and proud that he was able to kick this leukemia off in a, oh my goodness, their only child. He was able to kick this research off in a new path. He's also wanting me to, I didn't think about this, he wants me to tell you, and I will make a note and make sure it happens, my social media person grabs a couple of lives and pops them over and puts them on my YouTube channel. I will make sure she grabs this one next week and puts on my YouTube channel if his parents wants to come and watch this. And then he also wants to acknowledge that he sees the memorial that is done and that was done for him. Alexa, he's also saying that though you did not know him, for whatever reason, you still think about him. So this is where, when you come to me for a reading, the first thing I say when you pop on, I say, let go of who you think might step up. Just because you weren't energetically connected to someone on earth doesn't mean once they pass, you're not energetically connected. And this would be one of those situations for you. You didn't know this kid. You didn't have any connection to him on earth, though y'all are related by blood because y'all are all cousins. Y'all are very much energetically connected now that he has passed. He hangs out with you a lot. Spirits are multidimensional. They can be around more than one person at a time. All right, thank you, Miss Alexa, for taking your cousin and acknowledging him, and thank you for passing on the message to his family. I do say, please don't pass on the message unless they believe in mediumship. Oh my goodness, so I was talking to, she just said, wow, my dad had a picture of him on the table the other day. So he's just confirming everything that I just said to her, like he is still very much involved. And even though Alexa didn't know him on Earth, she still feels so connected to him. For one thing, because he's around her a lot, and because his family keeps him so much alive. Thank you, Alexa. Man, he was a good one. Okay. I do want to remind everyone that I do have an event that is a free event today at 2:30 Central Time. You do have to go to my website. I guess it's just in an hour. You do have to go to my website and register. It's a Zoom event, so you'd have to have Zoom downloaded. And to ask questions about mediumship. I did it for my advanced class, but I had so many people asking, hey, can I come and just ask questions about mediumship? Absolutely. Come on. All are welcome. All right, who we got?
Nina, Dad, Francois.
I love that name, Nina. Okay, Nina's dad, Francois, which is not what he was called. He's letting me know. I'm hearing the name Frankie or something like that. Okay, so Miss Nina, your dad, Francois, instantly I'm hearing that he was not called that. Should we be scared of a World War III?
You should always be scared of a World War III.
Okay, I'm going to take a moment and answer. Nina, hold tight. I'm going to answer that question. And then there was something else I said I was going to. Oh, multiple spirits. Okay. I forgot I was going to circle back to that. You know, here's my thing. My husband, who is a 28-year military vet and still does some work with our government, said that you should always be scared of World War III. Now, as a psychic medium, I want to tell you that I have been having a lot of spirits coming forward, and part of their messages are countries are going to start acting stupidly. And if there's, I know you feel a little powerless, but if there's anything you can do is to absolutely hold the world in a love vibration. And I know that sounds like that it's meaningless, but it's not. It has been proven. They put some monks in one of the hardest, most crime-ridden, was it Detroit? I think it was in Detroit they dropped him in, but it was a crime-ridden neighborhood, and no one knew these monks were there, and they just sat in meditation. And over the next 2 weeks, while these monks were there, the crime rate dropped significantly. That tells you that when you walk in love, and everywhere you go, you are just spreading love and light. It is absolutely like the butterfly effect, and that does carry out. So you may think that just sitting in prayer, just spreading love doesn't do anything, but it does. I promise you it does. Okay, and someone asked earlier about multiple spirits. I think she asked, how can I tell, or if I ever have multiple spirits stepping up? There's two different, I'm going to answer that in two different ways, because I was reading someone, and what I think that person was asking felt like she felt connected to the spirit that I was reading. That will absolutely happen. So whenever I am reading someone, especially on a live or at a gallery event where there's a lot of people, there's only one of me and a ton of spirits and a ton of clients. So spirits will get together in group, and they will bring through a message that will resonate with multiple people. So if a lot of it resonates with you, please take it and know that, yes, spirits will pick one person to be a voice box for multiple of them in situations like this. Also, as a reader, if I feel like I have multiple spirits stepping up, I do try to tell them to please separate so I can read them. Someone says, I wish I could talk to spirits. Everyone can do it. Every single person can read spirits. I have just spent lots of money, lots of training, and I've done it thousands of times. If you practice something that much, you too will get good at it. I have an event this afternoon in an hour, 2:30, and it's held via Zoom. So you do have to go to my website, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium, and go to the event section and register. It is free, and you can come and ask about questions about mediumship. If you see the same, okay.
Nina has not come across.
Okay, so my moderator says that Nina has not come across. So Nina must not be in the house. At Lorraine?
Lorraine. 2 E's.
All right. So, but what?
Still not seeing her.
Okay. So no Nina. So we're going to do spirit led because I do have a spirit here. I have a dad energy and I'm hearing the name Frank. I see someone subscribing. I want to thank them for subscribing. I'm going to do several subscription only lives next week. So, hang tight for that. And then on the 24th of every month, I do a drawing it. And for my subscribers, and there is a free 15-minute reading given. Okay. Now, listen up. I have a spirit stepping up. He is a dad energy. His name, I'm hearing the name Frank from him. I'm also hearing that he was a very good-looking guy in his day. As he got older, he was still charming, but he was very, very good looking. And even as a child, you would have heard that people talking about he was a nice looking guy. There is a picture of him somewhere, and I know it's a picture because he's telling me it's a picture, that he is in a suit. You know those suits that guys used to wear that were very like kind of blousy? They weren't fitted, but they were made to be kind of bigger. There is a picture of him in a suit like that, and he is leaning up against a car. He has dark hair. The picture is black and white, parted on the side, the classic, and he is clean shaven in this picture. So that is an actual photo of him that someone has. He is showing me that as he got towards the end of his life, he shook. He shook a lot. Not like he couldn't eat, but he shook. He had trembles. Trembles, that's a better word. Trembles. Because he didn't like shake like he couldn't eat and stuff like that, but he just had the trembles. He's also showing me that he was unsteady on his feet. He had a problem walking and getting around. People were always afraid he was going to fall. There is a plaid recliner that he sat in all the time, and even after he passed, that recliner stayed in the family for a while, and it smelled like him. All right. So now I'm going to recap the information I have from this spirit, and
You might have somebody. It's just I'm just waiting for them to confirm.
okay. My moderator said someone might have claimed it. He's waiting for them to confirm. While we're waiting for that, I am going to recap the information. I have a dad energy, and I'm hearing not a chair, but a couch recliner.
That's the first.
Okay. All right. I'll take it because he is showing me he is reclined. I assumed it was a recliner, but she is saying it was a couch recliner. So I will absolutely take that. What's her name?
DTG Swan.
DTG. Okay. DT. We are going to nickname you...
Oh, Diane.
Diane. Very good. I was about to give you a nickname. Diane. I was very much about to give you a nickname. I see that some people are saying that their dad had a recliner, but for someone to come up and... So this is the way mediumship works, and I'm glad that person put this in there so I can kind of use it to explain a little bit about mediumship. That was only part of it. I had a name Frank, which Diane had said dad's name was Frank. And then I had a bunch of other information about him. The recliner was just a small portion of the identifying information. Diane, your dad is telling me how thankful he is. Right, she said they had a special recliner on order for him, but the one that he was showing me was the one that was the couch recliner. He's very much showing me how much he appreciated your support. Now he's saying this, I thought he was going to say thank you for helping take care of me. He's saying for your support, because he's telling me if I had said he passed before the chair could come. Yeah. And again, so that is also information. Like, he's so fixated on this chair, she's saying they had ordered one for him and it had not come in. So Diane, he's telling me he wants to thank you so much for your support in taking care of him. So not that, the way he's wording it isn't that you were administering drugs and doing that kind of thing, taking care of him, but you were the support system. You're the, mostly took care of him. I moved. Yes, your sis mostly took care of him. He's showing me that you were
She took care of him for chemo.
his, you were the cruise director. I was like, what word is he saying? You're the cruise director. In your family then, as is now, if there was something major, if people came up against the wall and they weren't quite sure which way to turn, you are the one they contact. You very much are the fixer in the family, he is calling you. Which is much different than a spirit who had a fixer, who was talking about a fixer. That's all you, laugh out loud. You know what, Diane? We all need one of those people in our family. We need the fixer. So she just confirmed that all fit her. We all need one of those in our families. I don't know, who's the one in our family? Okay. So I said, who's someone in our family, Diane? Your dad looked at me and he said, it's you, Dingbat.
If you don't know, it's probably you.
That's what my moderator, he said, if you don't know, it's probably you. So your dad was not being mean. He was teasing me. So the way information comes to me says a lot about the spirit's personality. And the way he looked at me and was like, it's you, Dingbat. He was just teasing. So that tells me he was a very funny guy. He liked to tease, but he didn't do it meanly. He was not mean about his teasing. He's also saying, Diane, that you are still, oh my goodness. So Diane just said on this, I absolutely freaking love this. So if you're listening, please listen up good. There are things that Spirit will make me say that I don't even know why I'm saying it, but I have to. And I said, he looked at me and said, it's you, Dingbat. Diane, the person I'm reading, just said, oh my goodness, they called me Dingbat Diane. So that is the way Spirit, I just love it when they do that. Not only did he give me a lot of identifying information up front, Dingbat Diane, how would I know that? How would I know that he called people Dingbat? As a joke when I was really little. Absolutely. And that's why I said that he was not mean. He did it to just be very sweet about it. So even after I give identifying information, Spirit will still continue throughout the reading to say who they are by doing things like that. All right, Miss Diane, thank you so much for letting me read your dad. He was funny. I loved him. He was very good. I do want to remind everyone, because I know I will do it until I leave this live, that I do have a free event happening at 2:30 today. There's still time to register. It's free. You can come in and ask questions about mediumship. It's on Zoom. You can only register on my website, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium. And you get the Zoom link and you pop on my Zoom screen. So your face, everything will be right there. And you'll get to ask me questions about mediumship. You're welcome, Diane. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Sherry, CHE, Momo, Maple.
Momo. Okay.
Oh, there she is. She comes eyes.
Sherry, Momo, Maple. Okay, Miss Sherry. You're Momo, Maple. Okay. This lady is showing me that she, of course, with a name like Momo Maple, was from the South. Oh my goodness, and she's making my ears ring. Sherry, she makes your ears ring? She's saying that's how you know that she's around. She makes your ears ring. But of course, I have to tell you that if you're having, you're welcome, Lexi. If you're having your ears ringing before you just attribute it to Spirit, that you absolutely must have it checked out first. Okay, Mama Maple was from the South, and where she lived, I'm just seeing a ton of pine trees. She is showing me a ton of pine trees. This lady is also showing me that she was, is that Baptist? She's showing me walking in a church. I'm feeling the Baptist energy. But anyway, she was at church a lot. I'm feeling Baptist, but don't hang your hat on that. Okay, so I thought I was writing the word Baptist, but instead I wrote Baton Rouge. So do you know what that means, Sherry?
My ears are ringing now.
Is LSU mom, is that Sherry?
LSU mom, yep.
Oh, okay, very good. All right, LSU mom.
I didn't
Oh my
realize
goodness,
that's
that's
what
why
it
I wrote
said.
Baton Rouge.
I didn't realize that's what it said.
Oh my goodness. Okay, very good. So you just have to sit when spirit does mess like that. That is so funny. So
I think somebody's asking about your classes, your thing this afternoon. How do I find where to sign up?
it is okay. So let me answer this. Don't go anywhere, LSU mom. I'm going to first Google me, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium.
Go Tigers.
Absolutely. We have a property down in Baton Rouge.
You got somebody else that's from Baton Rouge? Yes, LSU. All three of her sons graduated from LSU.
Okay, very good. So I don't know, y'all probably can't see this, but I wrote church, and then I meant to write Baptist, but instead I wrote Baton Rouge, and then she just said they all graduated from there. Okay, so this is what my website looks like when you go to it.
Here's another one. Go Tigers.
So we're gonna put that down where you sign up for the newsletter, and that's what you're gonna see. Then you're gonna click on the hamburger over here, which is the 3 lines. And then you're going to go to events. Now on the events, you're going to see several things. This is the relationship class my husband and I are offering. This is the gallery style reading I'm going to be offering in a while, but that's a paid event. This is the one you're looking for. This is the free one. It says free, 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 and it says register now. And once you register, you will get the Zoom link. You have to have Zoom downloaded to do that. Okay, very good. I love your Momo Maple. I absolutely love her. Miss Sherry. She's like very, and I just love how she's presenting today and how she's getting her information across. She is also telling me that something about her lipstick. She always liked lipstick. She is senior high school now, and she will attend LSU in the fall. Very good. That's why I wrote Baton Rouge then. Can't make this crap up. Okay. She is telling me, you know, Sherry, your family, like you're someone who people look at, and I can so relate to this. They feel like you have, what's your website name? Christy Godwin Psychic Medium. Christy Godwin Psychic Medium. You're someone that looks like you have your crap together, which you do, but they wrongly assume that you haven't faced any trials and tribulations. And it's because you take it in stride. Your grandmother is so proud of you that you've faced a lot of crap, but she's saying that you don't air your dirty laundry. And not that you need to keep it all to yourself, but not everyone has earned the right to know who we are at a soul level, who gets to know our trials and tribulations. You have to earn the right to hear someone's vulnerability. And your grandma is very proud of you that you have taken life just in stride, man. You are one strong ass person. You can throw anything at you and you just keep going. And she's showing me you trotting along and things being thrown at you and you're just like ducking, catching it, whatever is needed at that moment, you do it. She's talking about how blessed she feels that you were part of the family and that you were part of her lineage. She's also talking about one of your kids. How many followers does she have? Not enough. Okay. I was going to make you go live with me because now she's getting to something that I'm going to leave it kind of high level because it's not something I want to get into on the live unless it can be confirmed, instantaneous. There is either there is someone who is a generation younger than you, like a child or a nephew. It's a male, generation younger than you, who you're concerned about. You've questioned it. Everything, the mouth service is saying that everything is okay, but your gut is telling you it's not. Make sure you're listening to your gut. Make sure you're owning that. And you are, I see your radar is up. Like your radar is up, like, what's going on here? Make sure you're listening to your gut instinct. She's also telling me that you are very intuitive and you don't listen to it enough. You kind of say, oh, no, that couldn't be. Oh, no, that couldn't be. No, make sure you're listening to your intuition. All right. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you. All right. Was that spirit led or was that? No, you chose that.
That was you. Oh.
No, that was you.
Oh, that was me. Well, that's right.
All right. Next one is going to be spirit led. Oh, Lexi says, I felt like you were talking to me so much it brought tears. But yes, please take it. If this part of the message resonates with you, please take it. I'm going to explain this a little bit again in case you weren't here when I was explaining it earlier. When there's one medium, a lot of people and a lot of spirits will use one person to kind of be a spokesperson for multiple. So if the message resonated with you, am I answering psychic questions?
No. Oh, somebody asked you that?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I can answer some psychic. I think that just made my moderator sad. Did that make you sad?
No, I think there was somebody else on here that was answering a psychic question, and I asked them that very specific question, so I was trying to ensure that that wasn't secondary.
Okay, so yes, if you are on my live and someone is asking questions, do not answer them. Because if you're on my live answering questions, it makes people feel like that I have endorsed you. And if I don't know you, I'm certainly not going to endorse you. Not that I wouldn't if I knew you, but I'm very, very particular about that. Don't come on here answering my followers' questions. Don't. Okay. Kelsey, will I find a career? I do see you finding a career, Chelsea, but I also see you job hopping for a little while until you find, actually I'm seeing you job hopping for 2 years until you find something that really resonates with you.
Penny, I'm developing to be a medium. Do you have any advice?
Penny, developing to be a medium. Do I have any advice? For one thing, I'm offering a free meetup this afternoon. If you want to come on there and ask me your questions more specifically, register at my website under the events section. Practice, read, study.
Mandolini? Yes. Will I get well enough to walk again?
What's the name? Mandolini? Mandy. Will you get well enough to walk again? You know what, honey? As the energy stands, I do not see that. But please, no. Psychic is never 100% because you can absolutely change the energy of it. Right now, where the energy is, I'm not seeing it. And you're like, oh, heck no, I am not listening to her. I'm going to go to energy healers. I'm going to work my butt off. I'm going to heal myself. Listen to Joe Dispenza. He has a lot of free stuff out on YouTube. He has some great books. Joe Dispenza, listen to him.
Alexis, will my husband's company get funded soon?
Alexis, will your husband's company get funded soon? I am feeling that. Very good. I am absolutely feeling your husband's company getting funded soon. Stephanie Garcia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. Okay, Stephanie. Are me and my husband going to be okay? I'm feeling that for y'all to be okay, some energy has to change. My husband and I are offering, for just when anyone interested, I wasn't going to mention it on here, but I am now that this was brought up. We're offering a couples class that starts the end of February. We've been married for 36 years, and so you can imagine, people look at us and it's like, oh, they're perfect couple. Yeah, no, there is no perfect couple. You think after 36 years we haven't fought, loved, had issues, come over those. Oh my goodness. Yes. So in the class, we meet 4 weeks. We will do some like coaching in the beginning, talking about different ways to communicate and things to keep your relationship healthy. And there will also be some hypnotherapy.
Carrie wants to know if she's gonna get fired.
Carrie, I do feel you being out of a job. Hope. Why don't I hear from Jacob anymore? He's passed. You know, sometimes whenever we think we don't hear from spirits anymore, it's because they're always around us. Ask him. Tell him to send you a sign. And even tell him what you want the sign to be, but don't make it ridiculous. You know, don't be living in Alaska when it's, 2 below and say, hey, I want to see a hummingbird. Actually, you could do that and he could send it to you. But you have to then think outside the box. You have to, through a meme or a picture or something like that. Sometimes we just don't feel our spirits anymore because when they're around us so much, they just become part of our environment. Let's see. What else? Can I find the link for the couples therapy? Oh, on your on TikTok on your page. Is my website on there? On my TikTok page. Let me look at my TikTok page. What is I haven't, you go through there and you look at it so much, sometimes you forget. Yes, my website is actually on my TikTok page. You see that right there? That's the link to my website. If you click it, it takes you to my website. And on there, it's under the event section, the same place you would register for the free thing today. Okay.
When will I be grandma? Trina.
So Trina wants to know if she's going to be grandma. Okay.
When will I be grandma?
Yeah, when will she be grandma? Is it going to be this year?
Start with yes.
Nope, I'm not feeling 2023. Is she going to be a grandma in 2024? I'm feeling kind of the beginning of 2024. Congratulations, grandbabies are the best. I love me some grandbabies. What else we got here? How many guides do I have? It is different for everyone. There is a meditation on my YouTube channel that is a quick, easy one of how to meet your spirit guide. Now, usually one will just step up. If you're not someone who is used to sitting in meditation and handling multiple spirits, when you go do that meditation, how to meet your spirit guides, it's on my YouTube channel. One will step up because if you're not used to handling multiple spirits, it would confuse you. Everyone has a team. You have your past loved ones, you have a main guide, and you have other guides that step up through your life according to who and what you're dealing with. Okay, let's see what else we got here.
Karen, will my husband be home in Texas soon?
Well, I'm hearing no, so according to what my soon would be, which would be a few days, no. So when you're asking psychic questions, if you want very specific answers, you have to have very specific questions. Like my idea of soon and your idea of soon might be two different things. So I'm hearing no, he's not going to be home in my idea of soon. Let's see. My daughter talks about a baby Roger and draws him in pictures. Did I have a previous miscarriage? No, I do not feel that. Ooh, I'm getting chills though. I feel that baby is attached to your baby. Why is that? Your house. It came to her through your house. Your daughter is, so babies and little ones have like almost no, the veil almost doesn't exist between our world and their world, and heaven, because we haven't told them yet, it doesn't. And oh my goodness, it's a good baby. It's a good baby that's around her, so I wouldn't worry about it unless you just specifically don't want it around your child. You can tell it to go away, that's not welcome, but it's a good baby.
Sipa, will my daughter get accepted to UC Berkeley?
I do not feel your daughter getting accepted to UC Berkeley. I hope I'm wrong. Please prove me wrong. Alexis, did I... What does this mean? Alexis, did I give my nanny a hug and a kiss before she passed?
She doesn't know. She doesn't recall, and she wants you to ask her nanny if she gave her a hug and kiss before she passed.
If the grandmother gave Alexis one, or if Alexis gave her one.
Yep.
I'm hearing not physically, which means that you did energetically. Rebecca, is my great-grandmother's green stone still in the house? I don't feel that. I don't know what green stone is, unless you're talking a ring or something. But anyway, when I asked Spirit, is green stone still in the house, I got no. Clarissa, will I go through this pregnancy alone? Okay, will Clarissa go through this pregnancy without a physical people around her on this earth? I'm feeling that you're going to have support, but it's not going to be the support that you're really talking about. But you are going to have support. It's not really the support that you are looking at.
Nancy, will I get a promotion with my current employer?
I do not feel you getting a promotion with your current employer. I do feel you leaving that employment, though, which will be a good thing. I feel like you're going to be devastated and upset when you leave them, but it's going to be a good thing. It absolutely is going to be a good thing.
Marcia, will I get pregnant soon?
Marcia, will I get pregnant soon? Okay, let's break this down. Is Marcia going to get pregnant in the next 6 months? 9 months. I'm hearing it's going to be closer to 9 months. I don't, when you say soon, I don't know if that's soon to you, but I'm hearing in the next 9 months. Someone asked, I wanted to answer it, but it kind of went past me. Will their lung disease progress? I do not feel it progressing, Brooke, but I'm also feeling that you need to take a lot of the healing into your own hands.
Andrew, will I get my settlement before March?
Andrew, will you get your settlement before March? I'm not feeling before March, but I don't think it's going to be very long after that.
Tracy, should I get the surgery?
Tracy, should you get the surgery? Okay, so here's the thing. Please go with your intuition. I'm going to give you my opinion. Please do not make any huge medical decisions like that off of what a psychic medium says. You have to go with your own intuition. But am I feeling that you should have the surgery? I'm feeling not yet. But please, if you are feeling differently, have the surgery.
Andrea, will I get accepted into grad school?
Andrea, I feel you get accepted into grad school, not not your first choice, but I do feel you. But keep going, because I feel like that you're going to get deflated. Like you have your mind set on going to one of two places, and I don't feel you going to one of those, and it kind of throws you off for a moment. Please keep charging forward. You were meant to go to grad school. Just because you don't get in the one that you want, you were absolutely meant to go. Please do it. All right, y'all ready to pop back over to mediumship? I just have a little while longer before I have to go and get ready for this event I have coming up at 2:30 today. 2:30 today, free event for y'all to come and ask your mediumship questions. I had originally done it to advertise my advanced class that I have coming up, but so many people ask me, can I come? I'm not ready for the advanced class. Can I come and just listen and ask questions? Absolutely. Y'all are welcome. You do have to register on my website. There is on my TikTok, on my homepage of my TikTok, you see right there, you can click the link and it takes you to my website. Then you go to the events section and register. It's free, but you do have to have Zoom downloaded and you'll automatically get the Zoom link. Okay.
Hannah, Mom, Kelly.
Hannah, your mom, Kelly. Okay. Kelly is stepping up and she is showing, well, the person who, when I called Kelly, stepped up. Make sure you confirm or deny, Hannah, if this sounds like your mom.
She can go left.
Okay. Oh, you can.
She comes up as Hannah.
Hannah, oh, there you go. Hannah, I'm about to invite you to go live. I think.
Unless you
Oh,
blocked
Hannah
us.
isn't available. Her
Unless you blocked us.
Hannah, did you block me? No. Hannah,
can't
her
block you.
account is just private. So when people's accounts are private, they
I'm-
can.
I'm banned from going live.
You're banned from going live,
That
Miss
sounds horrible.
Hannah. That sounds like there is a story there. What the heck? Okay. So we'll do this way. So when I said that, your mom's like, "That's my girl," I was like, banned, but you weren't really doing anything wrong. You just felt like you were speaking your truth and kind of defending yourself and defending others, and you were banned. Your mom is showing me that she very much raised you to speak your truth. That she was not someone who, your mom, I don't know how much you know about her childhood and her growing up, but she's showing me that she was not allowed to speak her truth. She was someone who was constantly kept under someone's thumb. It was all about what others thought. It was all about how her family presented to the world. And she absolutely was, she absolutely wanted to raise her daughter. Oh, very good. She's saying that nothing was off limits to what she could say or something like that. I saw it.
You can say.
Yes. Your mom is showing me like beautiful hair. She's just showing me beautiful hair. She loves your beautiful hair. That's what she's saying. She loves your beautiful hair. Have you been thinking of doing something to your hair, Rebecca's, like coloring it or cutting it really short or something? Because she just keeps saying, I just love her beautiful hair. She needs to leave it alone. She needs to leave it alone. You just have beautiful hair. Your mom is also showing me that towards the end of her life, I cut my hair before she passed. I hope you've let it grow back, because she's saying she loves your beautiful hair. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. She's showing me that her whole body started shutting down towards the end of her life. I'm not just seeing it was one area. She's showing me that her entire body was shutting down towards the end of her life. And
Yes, it did.
it was so hard for you to see that. She's so sorry that's the last memory you have of her. That's not who she was. She was vibrant and beautiful and loved like no other. And she very much, yes, she could hear you and I see you. I was like, prove it. Because as y'all know, as a medium, I'm always asking my, I make spirits prove it. They can't just say, hey, I'm around them. They have to prove it. And so if your mom had not been willing to prove that she saw you and I see you, I wouldn't have answered the question. I would have said, I'm not seeing that. But instantly, I see you. You're actually on the left side of her, holding her hand and rubbing her arm. And you're telling her, I'm going to be okay, Mom. I'm going to be okay. It's okay. It's okay. You were giving her permission to pass. And are our loved ones going to pass anyway? Absolutely. I'm getting chills too. Kelsey says I'm getting chills. So that is a sign whenever spirit is giving you or you're hearing a message from a medium or they've given you information and you get chills, you know it is spot on. She's telling me, yes, so spirits are going to pass anyway. But when you tell them it's okay, that you are going to be okay without them, it's set on a love vibration. You never say that. We had to stop.
Did you see that? Could she tell you anything about Jade?
Anything about Jade?
You know, ask her specifically, I guess.
What do you mean? What are you asking about Jade? Oh, I want to answer that one. Your mom is telling me that she is very much...
My girlfriend.
Oh, your girlfriend. Let me answer this question real quick, because someone says that they got their leg amputated and they want to know if they're getting approved for a microprocessor leg, which sounds freaking cool. It sounds like for one thing, I'm very sorry you had your leg amputated. I cannot imagine, but I do feel you getting approved for that. I do, and I'm getting shown it's like a biotic leg. Okay. Oh, someone says on here, yes, I could hear everything while I was on the ventilator and on life support. Not everyone comes out of that with that memory, so I'm so glad you did. Jade is a good person for you in that she gives you space to grow. She is very much telling me that sometimes y'all have communication issues because y'all don't see eye to eye, but she is very good about giving you space to grow. She is also telling you, you must have been in a bad relationship before, because she is saying don't punish Jade for what the other relationships have done. And she also says Jade is beautiful. I asked her physically or energetically, and she said both. So there you go. And I love that name, just so y'all know. All right. Oh, wait a minute. I was about to go, but...
Kendra?
Mm-hmm.
Grandpa Ken.
Okay, Kendra.
And she can go up. She has enough followers.
Kendra, your Grandpa Ken. Okay. For those of you who want to continue asking me questions about mediumship or whatever, this is going to be my last reading. I'm going to pop over to my Zoom event. I have to have time to get some water and all that. That starts at 2:30. There is still time to register for it. Okay, what does she come across? I saw her. There she is. Okay, Kendra, I'm going to invite you to go live. Invite sent. Let's see if she's going to accept. I don't see her accepting. Okay, Miss Kendra. I don't see if you saw that. The invite to go live.
I'm at work currently.
I was going to say, it looks like she's declining it. That's why, because she's at work. Shh. No one tell on Kendra. She's getting a reading while she's at work. Don't tell. All right, Miss Kendra. Oh, your Grandpa Ken is very happy of his namesake. I said, you have a namesake? And he said, yeah, Kendra. There you go. All right, Miss Kendra.
She's a nanny.
Oh, you're a nanny.
Well, she's nannying.
You know, your Grandpa Ken is very much talking about you are scrambling. You are doing all these odd jobs, and you have this big goal ahead of you. You have this huge, keep your dream in line. You are going to make it. I know that you have been very disenchanted and you're feeling kind of, that you are feeling like you just keep getting pushed back. Every time you try to make plans to go forward and get closer to your dream, you feel like you're pushed back. You work
3 jobs, and she's a nursing student, currently finishing up 3 worksheets.
Okay, very good. So she confirmed that she's working 3 jobs and going to nursing student. And just so you know, you people know, for those of you who don't know, nursing is a whole nother ballgame. I have a daughter who's in nursing school. We were 2 weeks into the semester, she had already cried 2 times, and she is about to start her senior year in nursing. So proud of you that you are a hustler. And he does show me that after nursing school, you are going to go on. I know that right now, if you don't have plans, all you can see is getting through nursing school. You're like, no, I'm just getting through nursing school and that's all. But I do see you becoming a nurse practitioner. So after you've been nursing for a while and then you're feeling that pull to go to nurse practitioner school, know that you were meant to do that. You are going to be very, very good at it. Also, he's saying that you are extremely intuitive when you're working. Always lean into that. You can almost go into what?
She said, I feel her pain. I'm also a senior. Good luck to her.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations on being a senior.
I always told him it would be my dream to be a nurse practitioner.
Oh my goodness. So she's confirming that she had always told her grandfather that was her dream to be a nurse practitioner. And he mentioned that before I even said it. You are going to accomplish your dream. You are. And he's also telling me to always listen to your intuition. You can almost walk into a room and you can, without even knowing it, you're energetically scanning that person and you can kind of know where to start. So make sure you're always listening to that. Thank you so much, Kendra, for rounding out our readings for today. I very much appreciate it. I'm going to go get ready for my Zoom event happening here in 23 minutes. So if you are interested in that, go to my website, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium, and register. It's under the events section. It is free, but you have to register to get the Zoom link. All right. I hope everyone has a wonderful Sunday.